Welcome to the Old Charles. Today we are talking about the Australian 50-cent coin from 1981 and why many people search for its value. This coin is part of everyday Australian history and it is still found in circulation even today. The 50-cent coin has a unique 12-sided shape that makes it easy to recognize, and this design has been used since the late 1960s. The 1981 issue was struck during a time when Australia was using decimal currency for several years and the country was growing with strong national identity shown on its coins. The obverse of the 1981 Australian 50-cent coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Mackin. This portrait shows the Queen wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, and around the portrait you will see the country name Australia and the year 1981. This side represents Australia as part of the Commonwealth and reflects the era in which the coin was made. The reverse side shows the Australian coat of arms with the kangaroo and the emu supporting the shield. This design represents unity, strength, and the different states of Australia, and it is one of the most recognized coin designs in the country. The metal composition of the 1981 50-cent coin is copper nickel, which gives it a silver-like appearance even though it contains no silver at all. Earlier Australian 50-cent coins from 1966 contained silver, but that was changed due to rising metal prices. By 1981 the coin was fully base metal and designed for everyday use. This means that most 1981 coins were made in large quantities and were intended for circulation rather than for collectors. When it comes to value, the Australian 50-cent coin from 1981 is generally considered a common coin in circulated condition. Most examples that have been used in daily transactions show wear such as scratches, dull surfaces and softened details on the design. In this condition, the value is usually close to face value and sometimes only slightly higher depending on demand and local market interest. Many people keep these coins as souvenirs or memories rather than for profit. However, condition plays a very important role in determining value. If you find a 1981 50-cent coin that is in uncirculated condition with strong luster, sharp details and no signs of wear, it can be worth more than face value. Coins that were kept in rolls or collections since the year of issue are more desirable to collectors. The better the condition, the higher the potential value, especially if the coin has not been cleaned or damaged. Error coins can also increase the value of a 1981 Australian 50-cent coin. Errors such as off-center strikes, double strikes or unusual planchet issues are rare and can attract collector attention. These types of coins are not common and their value depends on how clear and dramatic the error is. Collectors are always interested in genuine mint errors because they add uniqueness and history to a collection. The historical importance of the 1981 50-cent coin comes from its role in everyday Australian life. It represents a stable period in Australian coinage when designs were well established and widely accepted. Even though it is not rare, it still tells a story of commerce, culture and national identity for many Australians. Finding this coin brings back memories of shopping, travel and daily transactions from past decades. If you are checking your coin, always look at the overall appearance, check for shine, detail and any unusual features. Avoid cleaning the coin because cleaning can reduce its value. Collectors prefer original surfaces even if the coin shows light toning. Storing the coin properly in a dry place can help preserve its condition over time. The history of the Australian 50-cent coin is closely connected to the introduction of decimal currency in Australia, which began in 1966. Before that time Australia used pound, shill to decimal currency marked a major shift in the nation financial system. The 50-cent coin was introduced as part of this new system and was originally struck in a round shape made of silver. However, rising silver prices soon made that version impractical for circulation, which led to the decision to change both the shape and metal composition. By 1969 the distinctive 12-sided shape was introduced, making the Australian 50-cent coin unique and easy to identify. This shape helped prevent confusion with other coins and quickly became accepted by the public. The coin also changed to a copper-nickel composition, which reduced production costs and ensured long-term use in everyday transactions. By the time the 1980s arrived, this design was firmly established and widely used across the country. The year 1981 falls within a stable period of Australian coinage. During this time the country experienced economic development, population growth and increased use of cash in daily life. The 50-cent coin played an important role in commerce, being commonly used for shopping, transport and general spending. Millions of these coins were minted to meet demand and they circulated heavily throughout cities, towns and rural areas. The designs used on the coin also reflect Australian identity. The obverse featuring Queen Elizabeth II represents Australia's connection to the British monarchy and the Commonwealth, while the reverse showing the Australian coat of arms highlights national unity and pride with symbols such as the kangaroo and the emu. These elements remain consistent, reinforcing recognition and trust in the currency. Overall, the Australian 50-cent coin from 1981 represents a mature stage in the nation's decimal currency system. It is a product of earlier changes and decisions that shaped modern Australian money, and although it is common today, its history reflects important moments in economic reform, national identity and